gosh, I got a musky. I got a musky.
Whew. All right, I'm exploring a new creek. I'm very excited. Access was harder than I thought. That behind me was my access. Holy cow. Slipped on the mud. I've fallen in once already, just slipping on the mud from the bank, and slipped and fell several other times. But I'm on the water now. And this creek looks beautiful. I'm excited. I'm exploring a new place. Never been here before. Heard about it a few weeks ago, and I'm exhausted. But this place looks beautiful, and I'm pumped. This creek doesn't really play to my strengths as an angler. I don't see a lot of rock. It's mostly mud and wood. So it'll be challenging, but I'll work to learn and figure it out. I brought spinnerbait, crankbait. I'm gonna probably throw a little topwater, and I've got a Ned rig kind of finesse thing on. And then I also brought a Berkeley coal shed, which I've never used before. So we'll see if that pulls out any of the big fish today. There's the excess. You can see where I slipped and fell in the mud a few times there. I originally tried over there, and I stepped on grass that I thought had dirt underneath it. Didn't, went straight into the creek. Almost lost my kayak. Got onto my kayak without a paddle and got myself over here, where I then finished loading the rest of my stuff. Brought way too much stuff for this kind of a creek, but that's all right. Yeah, you can tell I am already very muddy and dirty. But yeah, that's how we're starting. Let's see if we can catch some fish.
Oh my gosh, I got a musky. I got a musky. Oh, it came off. No. Oh, I didn't have the net ready. All right, I'm like a boat flip a friggin' muskie. Ooh. Oh my gosh! Because I was like, this doesn't feel like a bass. Because it wasn't. It was a muskie. Holy crap! It took like 3 casts with the topwater. Oh my gosh. I'm glad I brought my net, and I'm glad I brought a big net. Alright. Today just got exciting. I thought a muskie would go after this swim bait too. That was a muskie, he just jumped. He's going after my lure. Dude, apparently there are muskie in here everywhere. Holy cow.
Well guys, we've gone from elation with almost catching a muskie to the worst bird's nest I've ever had in my whole entire life. So it's gonna take me a while to get this out, if I even can get it out. And I wasn't even on a cast. I was hung, and I was trying to keep my rod from breaking because my kayak was stuck on something and I kept pulling, and I clicked the release button and poof. So don't do that. Learn from my mistake. Okay, let's see if we can get this out. Two bites, two off. Gosh, I gotta set the hook harder, man. He wasn't a giant, but gosh, dude. Oh, I had something fall. I hit a musky following the spinnerbait. Jeez, so many close calls in the best way, but wasn't any deals today. Oh my gosh, I just had a musky swipe at this. Not that I could bring a musky in on 8-pound line, I don't think. Pretty small one, but that kicked my butt. You know, I was thinking as I was out there on the kayak today, what's the story for this video? What do I say? And some people might say that was a disaster. Fell in the water. Birds nested a reel so bad that she had to stop using it. Didn't catch any fish. Lost a muskie. Got eaten alive by mosquitoes. I'm completely filthy. But honestly, that was a good trip. No, I didn't catch any fish. Yes, I would have liked to have landed that muskie, but I got out. I got to explore a new creek, which is one of my favorite things. Catching fish or no, exploring something new is what it's all about. Being out in God's creation. And also, I found a place where there are tons of muskie. I can tell you that. I didn't land any of them, but I had a few follows. I had the one bite that I lost because he jumped while I was reaching for my net. I lost leverage. So nothing else, I can come back here when the weather's a little cooler and catch some muskie. But something I thought of too as I was out here slipping and sliding in the mud, thought of the psalm where the psalmist talks about how God pulled him out of the miry clay, picked him up and pulled him out of the miry clay and set his feet on a rock. And there weren't a lot of rocks out there today, and while the ones that there were really, really slippery. But I just think today that sometimes in life we can slip and slide, whether that's mistakes or emotions or whatever. We can often feel like we're in a pit. But if there's nothing else that you take from today, just know that whatever pit you feel like you're in, God can and will, if you go to him, pick you up out of it and set your feet on a rock. So just remember that, and never lose hope. Oh, and I was going to eat a Hershey bar, but it's totally melted, so that's not going to happen.